Whenever you start study, you mark the start timer. Whenever you end the study, you can mark the end timer, and you will see over a period of time, you can figure out how many hours every day you have been able to study. Then somebody else will say, no, don't refer to all of them. That is all nonsense. You refer to the summary notes. Then you will take Sarans from Institute. So by doing that, what happens is you actually make a khichdi in your brain. Please don't do that, because every time you look at a new material, your mind will think you are studying something new. If you want 2 to 3 hours, then the point of watching this video itself is a waste.
Before we start this video, do like and subscribe to our channel and not miss on any updates.
So dear students, finally September 24 examination is knocking your doors. I know for a lot of you the stress levels will be very high. Now, this video is all about guiding you on how to plan your revisions, how to use these last 3 months most effectively, what kind of material should you be using, how to reduce your stress, how to build a dedicated routine. All of those aspects we will be talking about. Now, we will be covering students who are writing both the groups, that is 6 papers, who are writing single group or unit 3 with 3 papers, and unit 2D 2 papers, and also May 24 students. Firstly, let me address these May 24 students. Those of you who have written May 24 examination and you know that your examinations were not excellent or you did not write your examinations properly, I hope all of you have started your revisions, and if not, don't wait till the results. A lot of you might be in a mindset that we will revise after the results are out. That should not be the approach, because if you know inside that the papers did not go well and we may not clear the examination, there is no point in waiting till the results. Results may be out towards the end of June or first week of July, and then they will take 1 week of time to regather yourself. That means a loss of 1 month. So please start revisions immediately. Now, those of you who are writing both the groups, by now you would have completed your syllabus, and I have seen this with a lot of students. Syllabus completion is one of the biggest challenge for the students. So you should have completed syllabus of both the groups. If you have not yet completed the syllabus, I can give you maybe a grace of 1 week or 2 weeks. At the most, on 1st of July, the CA day, you should be starting with your revision. Your revision should not start after 1st of July. Otherwise, September 24 will also be very difficult, right? So syllabus completion is very important, and if you have completed by now, very good. If not, try to complete by 1st of July so that you can plan for your revisions for the next 2.5 months properly. If you are writing only one group, maybe you can start your revision by 15th of July. For 2D candidates, you can start your revisions from 1st of August. Okay. So that is the broad timeline by which you should complete the syllabus. That is the first thing. Then a very important question which comes from a lot of students is, how many hours to study? Someone says 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, 16 hours. A lot of videos are there on YouTube. How many hours should you study? How to get a rank within 30 days? Keep all of them aside. Check your ability. Check your preparation. See how much of time you need to give to be optimally prepared for the examination. If I tell you generally, 10 to 12 hours would be more than sufficient. 10 to 12 hours would be more than sufficient. No need to push yourself beyond that. There are people who say 16 hours, but I highly doubt. If you are consistently studying for 16 hours a day for 3 months, you will get exhausted by the end of the 3 months period. So this should be the time frame that you should be following. And how to plan out? What you can do is, take 2 to 2.5 hours slot. Have 4 slots in a day. If you are having 2.5 hours, 4 slots. If you are having 2 hours, have 5 slots. If possible, make this 6 of 2 hours and make this 5 of 2.5 hours. If you do that, you will be easily able to take 10 to 12 hours of your time for effective preparation. Now, how to track it on a daily basis? You can use our study hour feature on app. Track your study hours. The feature is available on our app. Whenever you start study, you mark the start timer. Whenever you end the study, you can mark the end timer, and you will see over a period of time, you can figure out how many hours every day you have been able to study. So please use this feature. We also have a study planner which you can use for planning your studies, but the study hours thing you must definitely use so that you get to know, are you able to study 8 to 10 hours a day as you had planned. So that is the most important thing as far as timing is concerned. Now, when it comes to routine and plan, a lot of students ask us, sir, please give us a plan, please give us a schedule. Let me tell you, each one of you are different, and by following somebody else's plan, it is very unlikely that you will be able to execute it effectively, right? So what you have to do is, you have to identify, these are my strong subjects, these are my weaker subjects. I need to give more time to my weaker subjects, and accordingly you have to devise your plan. How many hours of revision will you give for each subject? Okay, I gave you a broad timeline. Make slots, for example 6 to 8, 9 to 11, you can have slots like this, and even within the slots, study for 45 minutes, then take a break for 10 minutes. That 10 minutes will help you to recharge. Now what can you do in that 10 minutes? Drink some water, talk to a friend. Don't talk to negative people. There are a lot of negative friends who will actually pull you down. So don't talk to them, talk to friends, listen to some music, browse social media. All of those things you can do in that 10 minutes, and again come back to study. So 45 minutes plus 10 minutes, then again maybe another 45 minutes stint, that will cover your 2 hours time, right? Roughly about 2 hours time. Then like this you keep on repeating, you will not feel very exhausted. Okay, so by doing studies in these blocks, that will actually help you. Then discipline, simply have a plan, have a routine, execute the plan, execute the routine. By doing things in the dedicated time, you will be able to build amazing discipline. Now a very important thing is, at the end of the day, review your day yourself. I thought I will finish this. I thought I will finish 8 hours. Don't be guilty. No need to punish yourself. But think, okay, I thought I would read for 8 hours. I could only study for 4 hours. No problem. Plan for the next day. Maybe 8 hours is too much to begin with. Let us bring it down to 6 hours and execute those 6 hours, and gradually increase your time to 10 hours to 12 hours. That will be actually helpful to all of you, right? So by doing things at the given time and by doing things at the right time is when you will be able to get the discipline, and self review is very important. You are no longer school going kids. Okay, then how to revise? You would have made your own short notes, revise from the main short notes. You would have marked important illustrations, revise those important illustrations. You would have marked important complex concepts, revise those important concepts. Don't go after collecting hundreds of material. I have seen this problem with a lot of students. They have taken class from one particular institute, or they are doing self-study. So what should be the reference material? The study material, the notes provided by the institute, and the past exam papers. Then the friend would say, this is the best notes for the examination. So you will start referring to a different note. Then somebody else will say, no, that is not good. This has the latest questions. You will start referring to that. Then somebody else will say, no, don't refer to all of them. That is all nonsense. You refer to the summary notes. Then you will take Sarans from institute. So by doing that, what happens is, you actually make a khichdi in your brain. Please don't do that, because every time you look at a new material, your mind will think you are studying something new. Instead of that, better refer to the material that has been provided by your teacher. I am not saying only IndigoLearn, whichever faculty you have taken notes from, please refer to that notes only for a revision. Don't try to create new notes, get new notes in the last 3 months of your preparation. Okay, that is one more thing which I want to share with you, especially when it comes to materials. I see a lot of Telegram channels and WhatsApp groups and all keep on sharing notes. Everybody says this notes, that notes. Somebody else says, oh, this notes is good. I have not even heard of these notes. Don't do all of that. But sir, the notes provided by my faculty are not 100% complete. Okay, even if it is 95, 98% complete, complete those 98%. That itself is more than sufficient for you to pass the examination. I remember I did one mistake during my CA final preparation. I referred to 3 authors' books for direct taxation. And I realized that by referring to 3 books, my preparation went from 90% to only 95%. That's it. No much great benefit by referring to 2 extra books. So don't do that mistake. Okay. Then definitely must complete mock test and revision test papers. You can take the mock test papers which is given by the institute itself. That helps you to practice for the examination. I know there are some students who have passed and who say that mock test papers are waste of time. But let me tell you, for 90% of the students, if you don't write mock test papers, you will not have that examination practice. You will not be able to check your preparedness. Okay, so please write, even if you don't want to enroll for a mock test series, you can take a past exam paper of the institute and attempt it in an examination environment, right? And how to manage stress, very important aspect. A lot of us go through a lot of stress during CA preparation because syllabus is huge, syllabus does not get completed on time, we keep forgetting things, right? A lot of us keep on forgetting things, including me. You study something today, after 5 days you will forget what to do. So there stress management plays a very, very important role. So how to manage stress? One simple thing is deep breathing. Nothing else is required. Deep breathing for 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the evening, that is more than sufficient. Or before you start studying, in those 2 hour slot, do deep breathing, or just close your eyes, focus on your breathing. That also will help you to calm down your stress levels. Okay, so that is one thing. And if at all you feel you need personal guidance or mentorship, we have a wonderful program by Supriya Samant ma'am. She herself is a chartered accountant and she has mentored hundreds, I think more than 500 students with us so far. If you want, you can check it out and enroll only if you feel that the stress levels are beyond your control. So that is one thing. And one more thing when it comes to stress, what you need to understand is in the examination, I keep telling this and I am repeating again, about 60 marks of question will be average. And if you have done past 5 to 6 years examination question papers, you will be easily able to manage this. The next 30 marks of questions will be above average. And the next 30 marks question will be very difficult. Generally, sir, this became 120, yes, out of 120 you have to answer 100 marks only, okay, including MCQs. So now because you have MCQs, you have an advantage of scoring good marks on those MCQ questions, right? So one area where stress comes is we focus on this. What if in every chapter they take the most difficult question and ask in the examination? But that is not going to happen. Send me a paper, I have told this to so many students, send me a paper where you see that entire 100 marks of paper is not attemptable. That is not the case. We have to focus first on this 60, then on this 30 and then only this 30 of difficulty level. Okay. So once you understand that yes, 60 to 70 marks of question paper is manageable, the stress automatically starts reducing. Okay. So that is one more thing which you can do to manage the stress. And be careful of this animal called social media. I am not saying completely be away from social media, but manage it well. Don't let it overtake your time. You have to define every day 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour, you decide. 1 hour, okay, take 1 hour. Sir, I want 10 hours. No, that is not allowed. 1 hour, take 1 hour, 15 minutes, 4 times. And in that point of time, scroll through whatever you want to scroll, watch whatever reels you want to watch. But after that 1 hour gets over, you are not going back to the social media, maybe Instagram, maybe Snapchat, Twitter, LinkedIn, Telegram, WhatsApp, whatever it is, okay. We are not going back to them. Accordingly, you have to manage, define a time. I am not saying do it only for 10 minutes. If you want, take 1 hour. Sir, we want 2 to 3 hours. If you want 2 to 3 hours, then the point of watching this video itself is a waste, okay. If you want to succeed, you have to do some sacrifices, and if you don't do those sacrifices, then you will not be able to succeed, okay. So that is one more thing. A lot of students have come to me that they cannot come out of social media. One simple thing that you can implement is move the social media icons to the last screen or to the third screen. So what happens is if it is not there on the front screen, half of the time your mind will not even go to the social media. In fact, I have my WhatsApp also on the second screen. So I will open the WhatsApp only when I want, not when I pick up the phone, okay. So these things if you implement, you will be in a better position to write the examination, okay. So enough of gyan from my side, and if you have watched the video till here, I know you have liked the video, the message has helped you. Do share it with your friends and do subscribe to our channel. Thank you and all the very best.